Hey guys, Reaper Fox Productions here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to talk about FNAF Plush Season 1, and more so, the scrapped alternative versions of Season 1. Yep, you heard that right. There were scrapped versions and episodes of Season 1. Now, what were these episodes, and what were these original plans for Season 1? We'll see that in today's video. If you've seen any of my recent stuff for the past few months talking about FNAF Plush, you would know that Season 1 is going to last 20 episodes when it is fully finished. 4 episodes are currently going to be made before Season 1 is put to an end. However, those were not originally the case. If you are a really long-time fan of my channel, which is very unlikely considering how many subscribers I had back then, but you would know that Season 1 was originally going to last 15 episodes. This was discussed around the time that I made Freddy's that part 1 of Prank Wars, which was episode 6 back in 2020. After that, Season 1 was I decided for whatever reason to make Season 2 last 12 episodes at one point. However, that was scrapped because it was just way too short. Then, after coming back from however, eventually I decided on 20 episodes. This was around the time that I came back after my 8 month hiatus after after episode 10. So, yes. So those were the scrapped lengths of episodes. Now, let's get to the actual juicy parts and start talking about scrapped ideas and full episodes that were scrapped for Season 1. Alright, so for scrapped ideas, there's just one character that was going to be planned for Season 1, an original character, mind you, that I decided that I was not going to go through with. And this was around the time that Season 1 was going to be about 12 episodes. But, so yeah, basically, there was originally, and as we all know, currently the main bads of the season are the Nightmares. However, the big bad of Season 1 was originally going to be an original character named Funtime Terminator. Now, what you're seeing on screen, is a crude sketch of what the character would have looked like. Yeah, so he was originally going to be the big bad of the season, and he was originally going to be a friend of Funtime Foxy's at one point until some weird events and stuff. It didn't end up going through because it just didn't feel like that good of a storyline, and also the plushie got chewed up by my dogs, so you never really got to see it, sadly. So yeah, that's the scrapped ideas for Season 1. Now we can start getting into episodes. Alright, now here's the fun part. Buff Helpy was originally going to be a Season 1 exclusive. It was going to be about Freddy and I think Bonnie looking through the internet and finding a picture of Buff Helpy. Buff Helpy would end up breaking through the screen and would start attacking them. That was the basic plot of the episode. The episode was fully finished, however, it never got uploaded for unknown reasons. I still do not fully understand why. So, as you guys may know, the current only holiday season episode of FNAF Plush is Firework Party, which is episode 7. However, did you guys know that there was also going to be a Halloween special? That's right, it was going to be a Season 1 exclusive, and its name was Invasion of the Plus Snatchers. How this episode would have worked was basically it was these aliens that were taking over the plushies, and they would end up taking over. Yeah, they would take over the plushies, and the taken over plushies would start attacking the other characters, trying to possess them too. This episode was going to have a cool gimmick where at the end of the episode, in the description, you would be able to decide whether you wanted to have a good ending or a bad ending. The episode sadly got scrapped, and it was almost finished, except the bad ending was not filmed. So sadly the episode was scrapped, and I still don't understand why it was scrapped, because it was a good video and stuff. It had like good editing and stuff in it too, at least for 2020, which is when it was filmed. Rage Monster. This episode was going to be an actual episode, full episode of season 1, and it was going to be about Bonnie. Basically, Bonnie was starting to get really angry because a lot of reasons. Mainly, Freddy refused to give him a raise, being the cheapskate he is, and just in general, other things that just pissed him off, until eventually he snapped and turned into the Rage Monster. Once he turned into the Rage Monster, he would go on and try to horrifically murder the other animatronics. Bonnie really needed to take a chill pill. However, they would eventually calm Bonnie down at the end of the episode, so it was a good enough ending, although I think one of the characters did die at the end of the episode. So, good-ish ending. Freddy's Possession was another episode that was going to be in the main set of episodes of Season 1. It was going to be about Freddy being taken over by Nightmare Freddy, and then he would try to attack the others in Freddy's body. This is the only plush video that actually had a good reason as to why it was scrapped. Although it did sound good on paper, it just did not work in execution at all. And it was just cringy and all the stuff that you do not want in a plush video, so I'm not upset that I scrapped this one. I think it was a good idea that I did. Funtime Freddy's Son was going to be another mainline episode of Season 1, and it was going to be another episode that was supposed to introduce Nightmare Freddy. Man, I just really sucked at trying to introduce this guy. But yeah. So as you guys do know, he wasn't really introduced until, well, Sailor Mouth, during that one little interlude at the end where he was basically saying he was going to steal the other characters or something for whatever reason. But yeah, so basically Nightmare Freddy was going to kidnap Funtime Freddy's son, which was going to be Helpy. I do have a Helpy plush. And, well, little spoiler alert here for the next episode of Season 1 here. Just letting you know right now in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the next episode's gonna introduce Helpy. But, yeah, so this episode was fully made and stuff, and it was another one that just ended up being scrapped. I just guess that I just didn't feel like posting this one or whatever, for whatever reason. It's kind of the reason why a lot of them were scrapped, because I was just too lazy to post them. Like, literally, I was that terrible at uploading back then. Most of these videos were made around, like, 2020. A couple of them were made in 2021. And, alright, but yeah, so now it's time to get into the main one I want to talk about. Ooh. This is the one I wanted to talk about. Ennard's Nightmare 2. So, yep. Ennard's Nightmare was going to have a sequel. And believe it or not, it was planned. This episode was filmed twice. The first time was back in 2020. And it even had its original thumbnail. But I think it's on the other device, which I'm not recording this video on, so I might not be able to show it to you. However, the original 2020 version was scrapped because, well, actually, to be in fact, I don't think it ever actually finished editing before it got scrapped. So, yeah. And then the second version, and this is the closest an episode got to actually being placed on the channel, as it was actually going to be posted on the channel, but it ended up being posted on my Alternative Plus channel before it got taken down. If you want to know more about that, then there's a video and stuff. Okay, no, never mind. You probably aren't gonna look at that. So basically, I started it because that was when I was posting Roblox content, and I wanted to do exclusively Roblox content on this channel. So, but eventually, that channel did get taken out and stuff, and I eventually did decide to bring plush content back to this channel. But when I was bringing it back to this channel, I lost the second version of Ennard's Nightmare 2. So, I was going to film it a third time, but then I just decided that I just didn't really want to film a video 3 times just to get it through. So the episode I eventually put the nail in the coffin and just said screw it and scrapped the episode. This episode ended up being replaced by Freddy's Nightmare. So yes, that is all of the scrapped episodes for Season 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this juicy video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And yes, anyways, bye guys.
I'll be your friend right to the end. Join the party. Don't be afraid, we'll find a way. Join the party.